Hello, my name is Alice. So today's video is going to be about my everyday makeup look. I'm going to show you guys how I do my makeup from start to finish and show you all the products that I use. If you are interested to see how I achieve this look, keep on watching. So to start with, I apply the BECCA Backlight Priming Filter. This is more than just a primer, guys. It acts as an instant filter which allows your complexion to catch that light for a gorgeous glowing look. So I apply it all over my face and make sure it's evenly sprayed, and then after that I go in with my MAC pencil. I think this is in the shade called Stud. I love this pencil and I've used it for a long time now, and I think it goes well with my complexion. So I just fill in the eyebrows and do the same with the other side as well. After I finish filling in my eyebrows, I take my spoolie and soften out any harsh markings and to even out the color. I emphasize mostly on the front part of the eyebrows just to make them look more realistic and not too dense. Then I take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn and shape and clean my eyebrows. So once I'm done with the eyebrows, I go in my eyelids. Before I apply any eyeshadow on my eyelids, I use the LA Girl concealer in the same shade that I used to clean my eyebrows. I use the same concealer and I apply it on my eyelids just to make sure the colors that I'm going to use for my eyeshadow pop out, not to look too low, like too dull. So I'm gonna use that concealer on both eyelids and just spread it out evenly. Before I go in with the eyeshadow, I take my setting powder in the Sasha BUTTERCUP setting powder, and I use the sponge just to set the concealer that I used on my eyelids. This is just to lock the concealer down, and once I go in with my eyeshadow that the eyeshadow blends on the eyelid evenly and well. So I do that, and I take my brush just to brush it out. I don't let it set, I don't let it bake for long. I just apply it and I use my brush just to brush it out. Using the Morphe 35F palette, I take the second darkest matte shade color for my transition and I blend it into my crease. Then I go into the Huda Beauty palette and get the matte shade color called COCO, and I use that to apply in the outer corner of my eye. Using the same Huda Beauty palette, I take the matte shade Bossy and apply it around the cut crease. I use my pointy brush to. Going back into the Morphe 35F palette, I take the metallic cranberry shade and apply it on my eyelid. For this shade, I use my fingers to apply the shade. I find that it picks up the color very well. Then after that, I go in with my flat brush just to even out the color. Then I use this Shimmer Light Cranberry shade and I place it in the inner corner of my eyes. So when it comes to drawing the wing line, I'm still having difficulties, guys, doing that. So I just use tape. I find it to be more easy for me to use. So I use tape. I place the tape at the outer corner of my eye. Then I go in with the liquid liner from L'Oreal Paris. For my face, I use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NW47. Then after I'm done putting my foundation, I go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the same shade Fawn and I highlight it where the sun hits. I highlighted all my face where the sun hits. After I'm done blending, I go in to contour my face. For contouring, I'm using black OPAL in the shade Mocha. Then I just go in with the brush to just even it out.